That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying I love it. I'm not trying to say I...
You made it. You found one bad podcast. Bad.
Who's bad?
I suppose that would be me, Scott Herron.
From the deep south.
And I mean really deep south. So far south you have to pipe in sunshine. Alright then, let's get to it.
That's right.
Hey everybody, I'm Scott, and today we're going to have a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun, but at the end it's got a pretty serious punch to it as well, so I hope you'll stick with me. AI is something that kind of freaks me out. Lots of technology freaks me out. I've got a Meta Quest, one of those things that you wear and you play games with a virtual reality. And I want to tell you something, folks. It's really cool, but it's almost scary how realistic it is and how much your body reacts to something simply being shown to your eyes and being able to hear. It's bizarre, but this new technology that we have is all around us, this AI and the things that are coming out. The next few years are going to be wild, and I can go ahead and just say that that's going to be a true prophecy right there. It's going to be wild. No telling what we're going to see happen. No telling what we're going to see. But today what I want to do is show you where not only sometimes technology gets it wrong, but sometimes whenever I believe God used technology getting it wrong to set me straight. It's a true story, and I'm going to share that with you today. First of all, check out some of these. These are pretty cool. These are some cases where we saw it get it wrong. Lizard warning, 4 a.m. Saturday to on Sunday. Here's one that the groomer sent after they finished grooming a dog for a customer. Hi, Dexter is dead. Hi, Dexter is ready now. Sorry. Stupid autocorrect. Apparently after a tragedy, someone sent this. Sorry, is there anything I can do? No, thank you. You're simply there with fried shrimp and love. That's all we need. Friendship, OMG. Here's one that says, just tried to type probably, and autocorrect turned it into peanut uterus. So I don't think AI will be taking over the world anytime soon. So as you can see, there's a lot of cases where technology gets it wrong. Maybe it takes what we're doing and changes it, or it, whenever we input it, it doesn't show correctly the way we input it, or maybe it's just human error. Now, we look at it and we think to ourselves, anytime technology is combined with humans, it's a recipe for disaster. Of course, I can see why AI would take a face like this and make it into an amazing looking pirate. I think it'd be cool. I haven't played with that yet because, like I said, I'm a little nervous about it. But, I see people that do it online all the time, and I'm always thinking, what would I look like as a pirate? I think it'd be kind of cool. I remember at work, and y'all are going to get a kick out of this. I was at work one day, and part of what I do in my job is I have to go onto the computer, and I have to pull up orders that people place and call them and let them know that their order has been received, that we're ready for them to come get it. So this particular person, and this has been years and years ago, so maybe it's okay that I'm sharing this. I will change the last name. How's that? This particular person, his name was Don, and then his middle name was spelled Q-U-E. The minute I placed the call, he answered the phone, which I wasn't prepared. Usually you place the call and then I have a minute while it's ringing to look and see who to ask for on the phone and what it is they ordered and all this kind of stuff. But man, I dialed the number. He picked up, hello. And the minute he said hello, I'm like, well, shoot, who do I ask for? And I look up and I see his name and I said, I need to speak to Donkey Smith. My brain saw that name and called him Donkey. Really. And the guy lost it. My name is Don Q. It's Don Q. And I'm sure his whole life he'd been messed with about that name and probably picked on about that. And it was an honest mistake. He called corporate. He filed a complaint against me because he thought I was making fun of him, and I wasn't. I really felt bad. And later I met him and I told him, and I said, I'm so sorry that I did that. And he says, well, it's something that he'd been dealing with his whole life. And I do feel bad about that. There's another fella that whenever I would pull that program up, I had to call one day and it just simply said Batman. That's what it said in the computer, Batman. And so whenever the phone rang and he answered, I said, "Can I speak to Batman?" And he said, "I'm Batman." Come to find out, this fella didn't like giving his real name for anything, so he would just make up names. We get it wrong a lot, and whenever we do, we have to eat crow sometimes. So I just want to say before I go into the story I'm about to share with you that whenever we get it wrong, sometimes God uses it when it's wrong. Isn't it interesting that God will take things that are difficult and that are negative in our life, and tragedies and pain and even suffering, and turn them into something good? Romans 8:28, for God works all things together for good to those who love him and are called according to his purpose. I will remember this to the day I die, how God got my attention with this. And sometimes it's the little things that we're so busy, we're going at it wide open, and we're working and we're doing and we're playing and we're trying to survive day to day, that we don't stop and realize the little things that God is doing to try to get our attention. I'd posted on social media this particular entry about a song that I like. And it's something that I like to do once in a while. You may have seen it. If you have, maybe share one of yours in the comments. That'd be something fun we could do today. But I will put fave lyric, and then I will share a lyric that I hear or that I know that maybe it's popped into my mind that I really like. And people under there will talk about who sang the lyric, what song the lyric came from. Not really a guessing game, but kind of. And then they'll sometimes share their favorite lyrics. So you can do that in comments if you'd like to. Share one of your favorite lyrics. But I'd shared a favorite lyric of a really heavy Christian metal song. And it's one of those that if you were to hear it, that you would have to probably be looking at what I shared to know what he's saying. It's like, I mean, it was a heavy, but the lyric is so deep. It was so good. One of my friends in Las Vegas went below and he put in one of his favorite lyrics, which happened to be from a gospel hymn, an old time gospel hymn, which I love. Just as I am without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come to thee. O Lamb of God, I come. It's a beautiful lyric, beautiful hymn. And I love heavy metal. I like it loud and screaming and hair, and I like all that. But I love the old hymns too, folks. I love them so much, just gold there. And whenever my friend put that on my post, I commented under what he said, I love that. Now, stay with me for a second. When I commented, I love that, I hit I love, and I'll do that. Instead of just hitting a heart or hitting a thumbs up, I'll comment sometimes. I love that. Hit post, went on about my day. Well, later on that afternoon, I was going through and I was seeing on social media where other people had commented and posted and liked under that particular post that I put up. And whenever I saw that, I saw where that friend of mine had put that, and I saw what I wrote had been changed. And Facebook and a lot of these social media outlets have got their own AI now, and they'll go in there and they'll just change things, and they'll put in what you think you meant to say and all this kind of stuff. And it changed it. It didn't say I love that anymore. It said I live that. Well, it kind of frustrated me because I had several times in the past week noticed that whenever I would write, I love that, under something someone said to me, or even under someone's post on their own page, if I wrote, I love that, it would change it to I live that. And I'm thinking, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying I love it. I'm not trying to say I live it. I'm trying to say I love it. And so I was frustrated with it. And then I read what he wrote down again. And then I read my response again. Just as I am without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come to thee. O Lamb of God, I come. And then I saw where it said under there, I live that. That's my heart's desire. I want to live that. I want to be one that comes to God just as I am. I have no plea. There's no plea bargain between me and him on Judgment Day, other than the fact that his blood was shed for me. And that he bids me. He asked me to come to him. That thou bidst me come to thee, O Lamb of God. I come. I live that. I want to live that. AI is a mess. I'm still, like I said, scared of it, but it's a mess. And we need to check it. We need to watch what it says. We need to make sure whenever it changes things, because it can change things in some bad ways. The examples I gave at the beginning of this podcast, it was hard to find some that were clean. It was. But in that case, God spoke to my heart. And he said, not only should I love it, should I love what he said, not only should I love the concept in that verse, but I should live it. So, AI, futuristic technology, it's coming whether we want it to or not. We're just holding on for the ride, right? However, let's keep a clear head about this. And let's not forget God in the mix. God is the one that never gets it wrong. Whenever we get it wrong, like Donkey Smith, or whenever AI gets it wrong because it thinks it's so smart and smarter than we are. Right? This isn't Terminator. This is God we're talking about. He gets it right.